Hey guys, and welcome back. We are live here from Railyard Billiards for the WPBA Napa CueSpeed Invitational Tournament. We've got Susan Mello versus LFR Lonnie Fox-Raymond. Ada will be joining in the booth here in a few minutes. She just got off the featured table, so give her a few minutes to get all packed up and settled in here, and we'll have you a couple commentators momentarily.
Hey guys, welcome. This is Susan Mello and Lonnie Fox-Raymond playing. This is Susan in the booth with Ada Liao.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the WPBA 2024 CueSpeed Napa Invitational at Railyard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah. Let's see, did we give announcements on...
We did not, so let's introduce the players.
Okay, so Susan Mello's at the table right now, nicknamed the Mad Hatter. She's from birthplace is New York. She lives in Scottsdale, Arizona. She's been playing since the 90s. Highest ranking is 48th. Current ranking is 64. She plays with a Peshawar. And one of her biggest achievements is a 2007 WPBA Regional Tour Champion. Not listed on here, I just happen to know that she is a multi-year tour champion in Arizona on the Arizona Women's Billiard Tour. Multiple event winner there also, which she doesn't have listed. Lonnie Fox-Raymond, also nicknamed Foxy or LFR. She's from Michigan, lives in Adrian, Michigan. And highest ranking is 26. Current ranking is 27th. Let's see what does she have in the bag. She has a C-Dago custom Fox Q with a C-Dago Killwood shaft. She uses a Kamui Tan soft tip, Predator Rush brake Q, Stealth jump Q, Pancerny extension, my apologies if I said that incorrectly, and a JB custom soft case. She has multiple titles under her belt listed. She's a 2023 inducted Hall of Famer from Valley National 8-Ball Association. She's a 2020 Midwest Open Ladies Champion, 2022 Men's Masters VNEA Michigan State Champion 9-Ball and 8-Ball, a 2022 VNEA International Team Champ, numerous BCA, VNEA, National, and State titles. Her best finish was 9th through 12th in Iowa's WPBA, or her best finish with the WPBA was 9th through 12th in Iowa's WPBA Sunhome Classic in 2021.
All right, let's hear it for Kaylee Sullivan on table 5.
That's quite a lot of achievements
I
there.
know, she has a huge list.
And also the voice of the stream.
Right,
so
she is.
For those in the chat who, if you're ever wondering what Lonnie Fox-Raymond looks like in person, this is your chance. You get to see her play.
Right, she is a fantastic player, so we're in for a treat here. They're both pretty aggressive players. They don't typically play a lot of safes. Smart players at the table. Let's see what happens today.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is this a safety opportunity? I don't think this is anything that you can go for now.
I would totally go for this, but I like playing this shot. I don't think she's supposed to. I think she's supposed to thin the right side of it, her right side of it, and it's ideally it bumps into those balls, you know, if you hit it right.
Well, it is the first rack, and I think both ladies are getting adjusted. As I've come off of the live stream table, I noticed that it is super slidey. I just was having a hard time controlling the speed, and I kept scratching or things kept leaking out. So Stephanie Mitchell played great, and I was really having a hard time. So I think I needed to lesson for me would be more table time prior to me actually getting on my match,
Right.
because that's so important for you to be able to get used to the equipment,
Right.
make those adjustments, because every event we're playing with different conditions. It could be
Right.
humid, it could be
And
slippery.
right, I agree. And from one table to the next, also, it can be different. Especially this live stream TV table has a bigger set of lights, so it has the arena lights. So the conditions are going to be drier. So I would agree that it's going to slide more. And,
They also recloth the table, I want to say 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So it's even more slippery than normal. So very hard to control the English for me. I play in New York and it's a little bit humid there. The conditions are more slow. So I'm used to putting a little bit more pace on my balls. So really, I think I had to hold myself back, and it was something that I was having
Struggling,
trouble.
yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Pat. Nice to see you in the chat. Thank you for supporting. So everyone, please like, share, comment, and follow the WPBA YouTube channel. We have Instagram, we have Facebook. Once we can get more engagement, we can definitely improve upon our streams. Every stream that we've done, every event is just getting bigger and better. So
Right. And share the stream, please. Share it with those that love pool and maybe some new ones.
yes, always great to have new players play the sport. I like to be a good pool ambassador and really spread the word that this is a fantastic game. You can be a small child to, senior citizen there. We do have the ageless wonder, Jerry Ng, at a very young 82, I think
I
she
think
is.
she's like 85 now. Because she was
Wow.
84 several events ago. Yeah, and then I think Allison Fisher has an exhibition match going with one of the young phenoms here today. I don't know his name, so my apologies for that. But I wonder if they're going to be able to stick that on the. What's his name? Aiden. Hayden. Okay. So the word is it's Hayden that's going to have a exhibition match with Allison Fisher a little bit later on. So I'm wondering if that's going to be added into the WPBA reels so that we can watch that later.
I have no idea, but that sounds super exciting.
Yeah.
To see the Duchess kind of going head to head with a young gun. My goodness.
Okay.
So next to us, we're playing with the Napa Nationals. So it's a full week of bar table events, and I was talking to some of the people there, and they're playing 7-ball today. I was like, what is 7-ball?
I hadn't heard of that.
Maybe it's like a Midwest thing where, people have to invent different games to keep themselves interested in pool. I have no idea.
Well, maybe we can get word on that later. So we're still in the first rack. I think Susan was trying to play safe here, and
It leaked out.
yeah. Still a long shot, a lot of blue in between.
Yeah, and Lonnie's got to be careful not to get behind the 9-ball, right? Or, give herself a good angle so she could get from the 6 to the 8. So would you say this is a bring it shot or just be careful shot?
I think it's a bring it shot for sure, because it's still the first game, so everybody wants that first game under their belt. So important.
Wow, that's a great shot there. She hit that with confidence. I like that from Lonnie.
Right.
I really rarely see Lonnie baby anything. She's just like, I see it. It's going in the pocket.
Yeah, she has a great confident stroke. She's certainly not timid.
Oh, sorry, my big case just fell over. And I'm trying to be conscious of speaking inside the plexiglass, because we don't want to have the sound go over the plexiglass and affect the other players.
Okay,
So,
good point.
yeah,
We'll
because
lean forward.
there was a
into
moment
this.
yesterday when I was commentating and it was just a little too loud. All right, so Lonnie's just got to make sure she keeps it simple, sticks to her roadmap.
Do you happen to know the size of the pockets on these tables?
They're 4 1/4.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They seem pretty trim.
And you have the deep shelf on the diamond table, so there were a couple of times I hung a ball because it's just like you're expecting it to go in, and then it's just like
It just hangs there.
just hangs. But because it's new cloth, I felt like I could cheat a little bit and still make it in. So interesting
It gives and
dynamics.
takes. A sliding cloth.
Sliding cloth. So this was a, would you call this a fortunate miss or a two-way situation?
I think it's a fortunate miss. I think Mello's going to go for it. She doesn't. Yeah, she kind of.
Oh, guns a blazing.
Yeah. That's kind of Susan's personality, I think. She likes to go for it. She doesn't typically like to play safe. I've known her for a long time. We started in Arizona kind of together. I think she might have started playing pool before I did, but
Has she always played with a hat? A snazzy hat at that.
hasn't always played with a snazzy hat, but it suits her, right? The Mad Hatter.
Well, I like to see some personality on the table. We're not robots, and
Right.
you know the hat kind of gives her a little bit of panache. So, and I
Right.
think it gives her that extra confidence to hit those balls really strongly into the pockets.
Yeah. Hopefully she doesn't get inside of her head already. All right, nice out by Lonnie there.
Lonnie Fox-Raymond drawing first blood over
So
Susan Mello.
1-0. What are we
1-0.
racing to, right? What are we racing to?
We're
8.
racing to 8, and then we're going to talk about some of the rules here. It's cue ball fouls, alternate break. We also are doing the 3-point breaking requirement. So a combination of 3 balls need to be pocketed or go past the kitchen in order for it to be a legal break. If it's not a legal break, it is the incoming player's option to accept the table, but they must shoot at the first ball or give the table back, and then the breaker can push. So how have you been doing in this tournament?
I'm doing okay. I play again tonight at 9.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. I play the formidable Janet Atwell, so
That's going to be a great match.
we'll see. She is she's a tough opponent, so we'll see
But
how it
you are a
goes.
tough opponent too.
Oh,
So
thank you. That's sweet.
I really think that's going to be like a neck and neck situation. I'm very excited to see if I could catch some of that going on.
Oh, thanks. Do you know what's up on the live stream after this? Have we seen?
Yes, it'll be Allison Fisher versus Ashley Benoit.
Oh, okay. Ashley is making a name for herself. She has only been on the tour, I think less than a year it seems like, but she is knocking them down, taking names. You know, she strikes the ball with a lot of confidence, and she has great knowledge of the game. She pockets balls really well. So, she's a force to be reckoned with too already.
Did you know that last weekend there was a Pennsylvania 8-ball state championships for women?
I heard.
And she beat Karen Cora in the finals.
Didn't she beat her twice? I
Oh,
think she
twice?
that's what I thought I heard. I thought she beat her twice. I thought that's what I read somewhere. But anyway, she did beat Karen Cora. She won the event, and she's tough already. I don't know
Super
how,
tough.
Yeah, I don't know how old she is. She looks really young to me, but you know, I've been around a while. But she's got game, that's for sure.
So people in the chat
And
are
it's her
wondering.
birthday. Happy birthday yesterday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Ashley Benoit. Belated birthday now. So this is Ada Leo sitting in with Susan Williams. We normally have maybe a little commentary note saying who's the commentators, but we were kind of backed up from the previous live stream, so might have had an issue with setting that up. So,
well, Lonnie ended up having to go play, so she didn't get to run over here and manage it all that well. It
yeah,
looks like,
we actually have Sean here at Railyard helping with the actual technical aspects of the live stream commentary, so the both of us can focus on analyzing the match and giving you some WPBA stories and personalities. So
we've had fun here at Railyard. They've been so good to us. They've been catering. They catered from Qdoba. We had all kinds of goodies in the lounge there for us, in the players' lounge. So we had 2 practice tables, diamond practice tables, and chocolates and pastries and coffee.
They really went all out and gave us the red carpet treatment.
I know, didn't they? Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Now, would you go 2 rails to get position? Yeah, it's kind of a little bit tricky. I think that's the natural path.
I think she can just use just 1 rail. I just use maybe some stun forward. Ooh, what was that noise?
Someone jumped and it was very, very loud.
It was loud. So yeah, it kind of looks like she's just doing that. It looks like a little bit of pace going with top. Oh, she did yours. That's why I didn't like it.
She almost got behind the 6 ball. It was a little risky there.
Yeah. But she liked your shot better.
So would you now go center ball, go back and forth? I mean, there's a chance that she might get stuck behind the 8 ball, or would you try to go 3 rails around?
I wouldn't go 3 rails. It's a little bit high if you don't put enough of that right in there, you're going to scratch in that bottom right corner. Or looking at this view, it's top right corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like she's using a little bit of low right, or excuse me, low left, just to come out.
Yeah, that was a really nicely done.
Yeah, you have to control that pace too, because otherwise you end up behind that 8 ball. I personally probably would have used a little bit more low and or a little bit more left to come above the 8 ball, but then you risk, running into that side pocket over there on the right. But
yeah, as I learned earlier in my match, playing on new cloth requires a lot more carefulness and oh no.
Well, she was lucky not to scratch there for sure, right?
Yes, that was really like a little bit of more rotation there. She might have scratched.
I wonder if she just hit it wrong, or if she was trying to use some English that pushed the ball out. I'm not really sure.
It sounded like she hit it wrong. Like, I don't know if she was committed to her decision and then she's let up on her stroke a little bit.
It did look like a little bit of a hesitation on her stroke.
Well, who's not going to hesitate is this lady here. I've never seen her hesitate on anything. Oh, there's those deep pockets.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
That happens a couple times, and it happens early, and it can just really play with your confidence. And
have you ever seen those glasses fall off from her hat?
No, I don't think
Did you realize that? I just noticed that there are a pair of glasses on top of her hat.
I didn't notice. That's funny.
I don't know if I could play with that hat. I feel like, it would be too precarious for me.
Really? I've done it a couple times, like a regular baseball cap, and it really kind of contains your focus a little bit. It's almost like putting blinders on. And you don't really see around the room so much, and all your attention is directed straight at the ball. I kind of like it. I haven't done it much, but I totally get why people wear hats. Because I think it helps you focus. The design of her hat doesn't really lend towards creating that like curtain, but a regular baseball cap that has a little bit of a curve to it helps you focus on just the table and just the ball, and you don't see all the rest of the room so much.
I think there's like a new memorabilia item that we could design for that. Get the fans, buying hats with the WPBA logo, with the baseball brim here, so that they could be more focused. I don't know. Might be a business idea. So Lonnie chose to go a couple rails around to get position for this 8, and I think it's pretty natural. She just has to float this 8 in, and then she has the choice of side pocket for the 9 or in the corner, bottom right corner.
Do you know what Lonnie does on her as a profession?
She's a hairdresser.
I know, right? Isn't that cool?
That's why her hair is always so fabulous,
right?
And I know she brings her shears so she can
Does
cut Angela Williams's or Angela Janik's hair.
Oh, that's fun.
They're such good friends. So.
Oh, yeah. Nice out, Lonnie.
Very nice. 2-0. Lonnie's not playing around. Let's go.
No. Lonnie's pretty serious at the table. I really love her, her presence at the table.
So just wanted to give a tour sponsor some shout out here. We are sponsored in this tournament by poolshooters.com, Billiard Life, Napa, the North American Pool Shooters Association, CueSpeed, Michelle Griffin, and of course our host location, Railyard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. This room is really great. I'm enjoying the room, the atmosphere. We actually have a sizable crowd watching us. So please, if you have any plans to come check out the ladies in person, it's definitely a treat. You can come talk to us, see what we do, pick our brains. We do have 2 more stops coming up. Next month we'll be in Concord, New Hampshire at Capital City Billiards. And then our season finale is in December in Rothschild, Wisconsin at the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center.
Super exciting. Good job, Ada. Adding those in, it helps the fans kind of follow us and figure out where we're at next.
Well, hopefully for you next year we can have a West Coast stop.
I would just love the West Coast. Anything past west of the Mississippi. We were so excited that there was one in Colorado that we actually drove, even though it was like 13 hours. But
wow.
Still, it was so exciting to be west of the Mississippi.
So what do you think of this layout, Susan?
Well, there is a fly out there in the arena, and so I think it just got to Lonnie, and she was trying to bat it with her cue.
Yeah, that fly is pretty annoying. It definitely flew over my match a few times, and
it's not just a regular house fly. It looks like a horse fly.
Those things are really big. From New York City, I don't think we have those. I mean, our flies are like little, more pesky little flies, not horse fly. Well, that was a really good, was it 2-way there? She got right behind the 2, and
it looks like it. Susan Mello kind of made a face like, I'm hooked. Oh, but she's shooting at it, so she must be able to catch a corner of it.
She kind of like stroked out a bit choppy.
Yeah, she's a little out of her element right now. Hopefully she'll get with it here pretty soon.
Have you had a chance to play with Susan in the past?
Oh yeah, for years. We both hail from Arizona, so we've played off and on for years together.
Would you say that you're arch enemies?
Not at all. We actually are roommates this tournament. Maybe on the table we're arch enemies, but it doesn't feel like it.
Well, that's one of the great things about the WPBA is that we're a community of women and we hang out and enjoy each other's companies, but on the table, we're arch enemies.
Right. Susan Mello and I actually helped start the first. It was a regional tour in Arizona. It was a WPBA regional tour through the WPBA, and we helped start that. She's pretty excited. She made a ball.
She's like, hallelujah, I've made a ball.
Obviously not happy with her shape.
Oh, do you think she's going to try to carom this 9 ball right now? She's looking at it.
It looks like it. She's, I don't know if she's feeling desperate already. I mean, shooting at the 2 ball up into the corner there on the left right now is a difficult shot, so why not go for the money? Well, she made contact with it on the back side of it, so that was unexpected.
Well, she left the 2 ball in a very awkward spot, so I don't know. I probably would just like shoot it in the top left corner, and then just the 3 ball was right by the pocket, so I felt like that was a little unnecessary. Maybe desperation. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a little bit of all of it. I just think that the 2 ball was tough anyway. You have to put so much into it, and I think if she would have taken her time a little bit more on that 2-9 carom, she probably would have had a better chance of making it. But it looked like she kind of flew at it. It didn't look like she shot at it with any intent, really.
Yeah, that was a really good containing save. Now Susan's got a kick at it. So now we have Susan Williams in the booth and then Susan Mello. So we got to figure out which Susan we're talking about.
Well, in Arizona, we have 3 Susans. There's Susan Wilbur, Susan Williams, myself, and then Susan Mello out on the stream there. So we typically, when we're near each other, it's Williams, Mello, and Wilbur. We call each other, or other people call us by our last names.
Oh.
So we could do that. I can be Williams and she can be Mello. Or, yeah.
Oh.
And that's pretty deep in the pocket, which makes, getting shape a little bit challenging. She just has to pay attention to, well, the 3-ball is so close, I think that it won't be a problem.
Yeah, she just has to, gently hit it. I don't think she has to do too much. Yeah, just like that. Now she has an option to go in the side or up in the corner. I mean, I think the 6 to the 7 is going to be the challenge. Depending on how this lands after this 3-ball.
Right. Shooting into the side from that angle is a little bit steep.
Yeah, and the side pockets are a little pointy, especially on, 4 1/4, really new cloth. So much sliding.
Yeah, so she ended up above it. She's going to shoot it into the corner. And then shape for the 7 is natural. As long as she doesn't swing it with some right.
Or she could, I don't know. There might be a possibility she knocks this 9-ball into the side pocket.
Sure.
So, I hear your nickname is Tsunami.
Yes, that is my nickname.
How did that come out about?
Well, I'm part Japanese, so, and as you know, a tsunami is a Japanese name for a big tidal wave. And so that's part of it, and it honors my mom. Her name was Tetsu, and so it honors her also, and that's just kind of how it came to be.
I was wondering if you basically overwhelm your opponents with a tidal wave when you're playing, and that's why they called you the Tsunami.
Sure, that's what we'll go with.
I mean, you seem very chill, but on the table, fierce competitor. Don't play her.
Thanks, Ada. Ditto. I'm pretty sure the last time we played, I'm pretty sure you beat me.
I don't think so. I think you beat me. I was ahead, and then all of a sudden you made this comeback. I know it was like the wave starting.
Oh, okay.
It started, and then all of a sudden it completely overwhelmed me, and I was drowning at the end. So
nice. I'm glad you remember it differently than I do. All right, so she got perfect shape on this 9-ball. She just has to shoot this in. Almost straight in. All right.
So if you're just joining us right now, we're watching Lonnie Fox-Raymond, the voice of the stream, against Susan Mello. Lonnie Fox is up 3-0 against Susan Mello.
Yeah, Susan looks pretty uncomfortable on the table right now. And conversely, Lonnie looks very comfortable at the table. So,
yeah, Lonnie means business.
Right, she sure does.
She's playing very solid. I like how she's hitting the ball, how she's walking around the table. She's just like, I have business to do.
Yep.
Oh, we have a comment in our chat saying the commercial is so loud it scares me every time. So I don't know if there is a way for Sean, our technician, to make an adjustment on the video audio.
No. We're going to check into it and maybe adjust it a little bit.
So it looks like, was that a dry break? Yeah, dry break.
Oh, well, I think that turned out okay. I think Lonnie can still see the 1-ball, though.
I think Susan just needs to get a little bit of momentum so she could start firing back at Lonnie. Right now, it seems like Lonnie's been in control for this first part of the match.
All right, next match on table
That's a really good shot. She got
Yeah.
behind the 9 ball.
Got behind the 9 ball. Even if she jumps it, the 1 doesn't have a pocket. I mean, she could theoretically jump combo this 1-8 shot.
That sounds like a lot going on in this particular
Right.
shot.
The goal is just to hit this 1 ball, you know, and she might just kick at it. Oh, she's pushing, right? Oh, she
No,
can't
no,
push.
she can't push. Lonnie played a safe, so
She's
she's
going
got to
2
kick
rails.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
fantastic.
wow,
I
look
really
at that.
didn't see that. Huh.
Oh, and she was able to kick safe back at her.
Can she see through there? Is there a window?
There might be a window to kick it off the rail, so maybe a different view would be able to, maybe the side view there? I don't know. We also have an overhead view. This particular stream has multiple views. Super exciting.
Right here.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Oh, I love the overhead view.
Yeah?
That's my favorite, yes. I think that should be the standard right there. So I can see what's happening. I mean, I love the other views because I love seeing how a person is stroking, how they're approaching the ball. But the overhead view, I feel like gives me the most information. That's what I want to see. I want to see where the balls are in relation to each other and whether or not there's a space for, you know, the ball to go in the pocket.
Well, I think the best is to watch it live because I feel like in live stream there's only so much you can see about someone's demeanor at the table. You could, like, especially if they go sit at the chair and like what is their facial expression and like how are they going around looking at the angles, their pre-shot routine. Just I feel like some of it gets cut off in live stream.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's totally true.
Well, this is an interesting technique for using a bridge. I've never seen this.
Yes, this is her standard over the shoulder.
I don't think I would be able to manage that. I might have dropped the bridge, and then next thing you know, it was a whole disaster. All the balls got moved around. Wow. I wonder if this 3-8 combo goes in.
It looks like it's wired to be almost wired. I guess not. It doesn't look like it's wired, but you could certainly make it. She might play a safe here. But
I think
the
she
2-ball goes in, so.
Yeah, I think she'd just cut it in and then try to go for the 3-8 combo, especially if it's lined up. I mean, maybe she has to make a small adjustment for the throw here, but I don't. And also make sure that she's gets a shot
afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes the balls come off and they don't come off exactly how you think they're going to, and it gets a little awkward, right?
Yes.
So it's going to come off this 8-ball, hit the bottom rail, and then what's going to happen? Yep. Oh, that worked out nice, you know, because it double kissed. If it hadn't double kissed, I don't think it would have been so.
Now she's got to be careful of like getting around this little traffic here. So she's got to go, yeah, just like that, but watch out. She might get behind this 9-ball.
So she still has a shot here. She has a window, right? She can see this 4-ball, but it is a steep angle, so she can go back and forth. So she'll have to hit it with a little bit of pace. That's a little unfortunate to run into that 9 there, but there's enough room. She can cut the 5 into the side.
And well, she's got to watch out for scratching in the opposite side corner. You know, this is one of those tester shots, and if you know, I've seen many beginners, they don't do the shot correctly. Next time they have the cue ball go in the right side pocket. But at Lonnie's caliber, I'm sure she knows this shot and knows how to make that adjustment. Another steep cut.
Yeah, another steep cut, and she's on the wrong. Well, I'm gonna say the wrong side of the ball because it's just such a steep cut. I'd rather be on the other end of it, shooting in.
She's going in the side pocket.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I guess I wouldn't have expected that, but oh, she's playing safe. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely the more smarter shot.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I used to more and smarter. No English, me. I think I've already
she's a polyglot, so she gets some of her languages mixed up, I think.
Yeah, that's the problem when you speak way too many languages. Then you start misusing languages and words.
The verb goes before the noun instead of, or you're conjugating incorrectly.
Yes. Well, I don't know how you do it. You're like a Miss Puzzle Queen. Have you seen? I saw this Instagram recently, this reel of this woman, like 500 piece, and she did it
in less than 40 minutes.
Less than 40 minutes. That's incredible.
It is incredible.
Someone wants to know if Pam Kelly is still in it. So we have all our brackets on digitalpool.com. You can look it up. I have to, don't know where my phone is right now. Oh, okay. It's in the description too. We have a link for the digitalpool.com bracket for this event.
Susan might get to one here. So let's see if she makes this ball.
Oh no.
Did she scratch?
No.
Okay.
That was just the right speed.
So 3-1.
She's on the board.
She is on the board. And that's sometimes that first game is so tough, right?
Yeah. So let's look around the room to see how everybody is doing.
Let's look around the room. So these are live scores that you're seeing on your screen. Hill match with Donna Selman and Chanel Lorraine over there on table number 14.
Wow, super exciting.
That's over there in the corner. And it looks like Chanel's going to be breaking. So she's racking the balls right now. She's going to get to break. So she won the lag. So that's the last match in the previous round, so in the 2 o'clock round. And then all the other matches are 4 o'clock rounds that we're looking at here. And wow, look at how far the table 3 is. It's 3-3. And I think they started at 4. That's right? Or wait. No.
Yeah, they started around at 4 o'clock, so.
Well, look at this hour and 4 minutes. So that must have been from the.
I feel like it's a battle and a half. That's a lot of safeties going on. They may have to get put on the shot clock. We do have timekeepers at the event.
Yeah, I think that must have been a late start on the 2 o'clock round because you see the time on that? That was an hour and 3 minutes, and all the other matches, all the other 4 o'clock matches started, about 40 minutes ago?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the one-loss side matches, people are battling to stay in it, and there are going to be a lot of safety battles.
Yeah, they're taking their time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look, someone in the chat says Pam battles Ashley Rice tonight. 7 p.m. on the A side.
Yes, 7 p.m. A side.
Yeah.
Well, look at that fancy kick. Is it going to go in?
It looks like it's tracking right towards the pocket. Yep.
I think I need to rewatch this shot and learn how to do it. I like that fancy kick. I felt like I was kicking a lot in my previous match, but I don't have that in my repertoire.
Oh, no. And Susan has a tendency, she puts pace on a lot of her shots. So we were joking that instead of baiming any balls, we're going to put a bunch of pace on these balls so that we can go 2 rails into the next pocket. And in this case, 3 rails into the next pocket, right?
Yeah. So she's like, I am shooting balls now. Let's make the most of it.
And that's kind of what it takes sometimes, just making a couple balls. Oh she's going to end up behind this ball.
No, she was able to.
I think she's behind.
Bump it out? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think she can see it.
The whole thing? Yeah,
maybe. I think so.
No, she's shooting it.
But she's got to climb the table, though. Might be awkward.
She's climbing Mount Everest right now. Doing a little exercises. Oh, she bobbles it in.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. She's got stuck behind the 7 now.
Yeah. And Susan doesn't typically jump, so she'll probably kick at this. She's good at the 2-rail kick.
Oh, she's using a system. I like this system, the parallel shifting system.
You use it too?
Yes.
I've actually never used it. I've watched people use it a lot recently. So I might add it into my little. Oh. Nope.
It would. I think if she had hit it a little softer, then the English would have widened out. I think she hit it a little too firm and that shortened the shot.
Sure. So Lonnie has ball in hand here with 5 balls left. Which way is she going to go?
Yes. Very big dilemma here, right?
You know, yeah, and you want to shoot at these side pockets because the corner pockets are a little tight. So she'll probably just bunt it over a little bit and shoot the 6 in where she's standing, I would suspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just even stopping it there gives her the correct angle to shoot the 7 in the side and then bring the cue ball across that right long rail into the 8, into the line for the 8.
It'll be interesting to see how she gets from the 8 to the 9.
Right. You don't want to go hit that 7 ball too hard. Oh, she went forward with that. I'm kind of surprised.
You think she's going to draw back now?
Yeah, for sure. She's going to draw back. So 2 things to think about while you're drawing this back. Number 1, you don't want to get straight on this 8. Number 2, you don't want to end up on the rail. So let's see what she does here.
Yeah, so for people who think pool is easy, I don't know what kind of fantasy land you are from.
Well, you watch some people play and it does look easy. You watch some of us play and it looks painfully hard.
Right.
So
it definitely looked very hard for me. It's like I don't think I was playing my best in this live stream match previously.
So she has plenty of angle. She is on the rail, so she can't do as much with the cue ball. But she shot it straight, so that's perfect.
That was a really good speed, and she kept it simple. Any harder, she would have been out of line and out of shape and have to do something difficult for this 9 ball.
Right.
So speed, everyone, very important to know your soft, medium, and hard and really master that because speed is a tough concept for anybody to teach because everybody's concept of speed is different.
All right, so we're at 4-1. Good job, Lonnie.
Very nice job. So while the ladies are racking, let's go play a video.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
All right, here we go. Rack number 6. LFR to break. And it's alternating breaks. I'm sure you guys have noticed that, right? Years and years ago, Allison Fisher and Karen Core used to kind of dominate the tour. It's kind of when it started, I think. They went to alternating breaks so that the other players had a chance to hit balls, at least break the balls.
I had no idea that's where it started.
It seems to me that's where it kind of started because Allison would break and run out, Karen would break and run out, and other players would just be sitting in their chair watching, sitting in their chair watching, and it wasn't any fun. Like you come out to an event and you watch them break and run out. And so they kind of decided that they were going to switch to a alternating break format so that wouldn't happen.
Wow. So how did you get started playing pool?
How did I get started? I had a couple of friends in high school that Mainly one friend that his dad had a table in the garage, and we would go in there and play. And I don't know, I just fell in love with the game and went to college. And down in the MU, the Memorial Union, they had a couple tables, and it kind of developed from there. Took me a long time to finish college. I had to quit playing pool completely for a little while, right? Because it just consumes your life, or it consumed mine anyway, because I loved it so much. How about you?
I was in college when I first started playing pool, and they also had a recreation room with
Right.
pool tables, and
Right.
I had friends that enjoyed playing. I know initially I was just like, can I continue playing? I can't call a pocket. Like, I don't know if I can just, if I make a stripe or a solid, whatever my group is, can I continue playing? Because, I was so beginner that I couldn't call ball and pocket. And then eventually I joined an APA team. My boyfriend at the time needed a low-level player to balance out the team because we had a really high-level player, and that's how I started really playing and learning from these really good players. But initially, like, it was difficult because I was I was afraid of playing, almost like I was anxious that people were judging me. And I think that it's a very common story with a lot of women is that they have to come into their own as women and feel confident, especially, growing up in a Chinese background, that everything is like, oh, everybody else's needs is above yours. And in this game, you have to be like, I'm confident, I'm making shots, and,
Right.
really own the table.
Right. Well, that's fun. We both started in college, really. You know?
Yes. Well, like when I was growing up, pool places were not savory or respectable. They were unsavory.
Right. Pool's gone through different, historically, pool's gone through different moments in time as far as respect is concerned. There was a time where pool was in the church.
Pool was in the church?
Mm-hmm.
I have not heard about this.
Yeah.
But have you heard about gospel trick shots? I have met a guy, Steve Lillis. He was a pro player back in the day, and he now does trick shots and in the combination of Bible scripture. Like, I have not seen a show, but I hear it's really interesting to combine the two together. So that would make sense if it started in the church and then he's continuing that tradition, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Lonnie left herself in a bad situation and she had to just make the best of it.
right.
But I think Susan here has a chance to put another one on the board.
Yeah, there's only 6 balls here. They're kind of wide open. There's nothing tied up. So let's see if she's not real comfortable right now, unfortunately. Hopefully she kind of gets out of her own way right here.
Well, she left
Pretty
Lonnie long distance here.
Sure, distance is great, but if she makes it, she comes down. It's pretty natural.
It's also a two-way, too. Like, if Lonnie overcuts it, then the 4-ball gets back to the short rail, like where close to where it is right now, and the cue ball gets pushed back all the way to the opposite short rail.
Right. Not leaving much for Susan if she misses it.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't hit it with any pace, then she just kind of lags it towards the pocket.
Lonnie's like, no big whoop.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'll
making
make it.
Is she shaking her head, though? I'll be very happy with this position.
She has a pocket to shoot it into. The only downfall is that 6 ball is almost in the same place it was in the last rack, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of tucked under that other ball. So it's a little too steep to shoot it into the side pocket. Is there enough room for it to go into that top right corner?
I think it
Past that
does
9
if
ball?
she lands it correctly, but there's also an opportunity to play safe if she doesn't like what she is left with. Oh. She kind of got stuck behind that 7 ball.
Yeah, she was trying to go forward quite a bit more than that.
I felt like she needed more stroke or more pace.
Yeah.
But it's like you're focusing on pocketing and then you're thinking about like pace, and then if you're not completely committed, then you wind up with in between.
Right. I don't know what made me think of it, but last night I was watching Shane was playing Mickey Krause, and Mickey Krause was up. He was on the hill. I believe he was on 9, whatever the hill was. I think he was on 9, and then Shane was at,
Oh,
oops.
no.
Oh, so she scratches off that ball. So Shane's at 6, and it looks like Mickey's going to run away with the match, right? And then Shane just does what Shane does, and Shane ends up wins the match. He wins 4 games in a row against Mickey Krause, who was on the hill, and it was wild.
Well, multiple championships.
I know.
Mr. SVB here. I'm sure he's got techniques to kind of fade a big lead and just saying my opponent cannot shoot again.
Right. She puts him right on that, top right on there to get back out.
She almost looks so nonchalant walking around the table. She's just like,
You know, kind of her motto before she shoots, she's like, okay, go have fun. She pretty much tells her opponents, her friends, you know, go have fun. And I think that's her goal when she gets out there, is to have fun. It probably doesn't look like it, but I think if she's shooting pool, she's having fun.
good to know.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are at 4-2. At least it's not a runaway. So that's great.
She's fighting back.
Yeah, I love a good match. Win or lose, I love a good match. Seeing it, watching it, being a part of it, you know.
So as we take a look around the room right now.
Oh, you know, that match in the corner finished. I didn't get to see. Did you happen to see who won that match in the corner? Chanel? No, okay. So Chanel did not win that match. Do you remember who she was playing?
Donna Selman.
Donna Selman won that match over there in the corner. So she moves on. I believe that was a B-side match.
So we have June Myers completely dominating against Laura Bendica, 7-0 already on the hill.
Wow. What table is that on? Table 1, way over in the front.
Yeah.
You know, it can be tough to play on the front table. It's the first table you see when you walk in the room. So everyone pretty much stops there and watches and looks. And if you're not used to it, you know, if you're not used to people watching, it can be rather intimidating and really throw people off their game.
Yeah, that's definitely like the first time, one of the first times I played a WPBA, that it was like, wow, people are looking at me. There's an audience. I really had to try to figure out how to put the horse blinders on mentally against distractions like that. Well, that's a really good break here. And there's an 8-9 combo in the bottom right corner.
Oh yeah, the 8-9 looks almost wired.
She doesn't look very happy about this position.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have an angle here. It's going to be a little tough. It kind of looks like she might be drawing out of it. Yeah, she drew out of it. She spun it.
Oh no, what do you think? 3-8-9 combo.
Oh goodness, you're right. I didn't even see that. She's going to have to go for it. There isn't anything else really to shoot at right here. She could do the bank, but you may as well go for the 3-8-9 because that's the winning ball, right? Gives you another game on the board, which is what we're all trying to do. If nothing else, get it out of there.
Yeah, get it out of there. Oh,
oh, she went straight at it.
Oh, look at that shot. This is, I didn't even see the carom there. That's incredible.
Well, the bonus about the carom is that you're shooting the 3 away from your cue ball, and you're potentially knocking the 9 in with your cue ball. So I like that because it's a two-way, you know, as opposed to what I was suggesting, the 3-way combo.
I would have done the 3-way combo.
I know, the 3-ball combo, yeah. The 3-8-9, because that's what it looked like she was going to go for.
Well,
but I really like the idea of the 3, caroming off the 3 into the 9. That was much smarter.
Well, she showed us what was what there.
So now we're at 4-3 suddenly. It looked like it was going to be a runaway, and here we are with a tight match.
Well, we like to see a fight to the death here, so at least I do. I don't like anybody getting run over by anybody.
Right. Sometimes we have some big swings. Especially if you have one of those players that's so serious that and is so good, like Margarita Fefalova and Allison Fisher and Pia Filler. Who else is here right now?
Oh.
Brittany Bryant. There's a number of players here at this event that, you know, they take every ball, every game so serious, and they're trying to win.
That's their game phase.
Yeah. I mean, granted, that's what we're doing out here too, but.
I think everybody's game face is a little bit different. Susan Mello is like, it looks like she does not care. That's her game face,
Yeah,
right?
that is her game face.
I wonder if how much that intimidates other people, like a nonchalant kind of game face versus like, I'm going to kill you and have like this intense look. Like, I think Lonnie has a very strong game face.
I agree. Even her presence at the table is strong.
Would it be considered an RBF?
I'm not going there.
Yeah, this is a family channel, so I'm just going to stick to the acronym. But people know what it is.
Yes.
RBF.
I totally resemble that remark.
That's a really nice shot.
Yeah, good speed. It looks like she's almost too low or too far past that 2-ball, but it looks like there's enough room to cut that 2-ball in and probably either bump into the, what is that, the 5? I can't even tell.
I think she just gets back into the middle of the table, and then the 3 is in the upper left corner there.
So with some right.
Yeah.
Shoot the 2-ball with a little bit of right. So she bumps it anyway, but bumps it out, so it's a much easier shot for the next one.
Well, now she's got a little bit of an angle here, so she's got to watch out, not get stuck behind the 7, or overrun position and get like
Too steep.
Yeah, too steep, right?
Yeah.
So this is a tester shot, I think.
I think that she has good cue ball control, and I think she'll just hit it with a little bit of draw.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll just roll over to the right. It looks like she's using a little bit of low right. And she'll hit that right rail and come out just a little bit.
Oh.
She used too much.
I think it's a little too much spin there, and it spun off.
Yeah, so when you use the right, then that pushes that object ball off to the left there, which is kind of what she did. She pushed it off.
But also the slidey cloth, I think, might have amplified the effect. Now, do you think Susan Mello's going to bank this?
I do. It looks like she's kind of winding up. I don't know if it's winding up for a bank or.
I think it's a bank.
Okay, yeah, she was winding up.
I think she kind of didn't hit it full enough. It just glanced off a little bit and threw off the bank. But yeah, the winding up might have thrown it off too.
Yeah.
Do you wind up for a shot?
I'm sure I do. I try not to, but yeah, I'm sure I do, especially when I'm trying to force an angle or, you know, get it around the table 5 rails or whatever I'm trying to do. Hopefully I'm not trying to go that far, but.
Some people use their wrist to like give a little bit more acceleration and speed.
Yeah. That's probably what you're supposed to do, but it just kind of depends on where I'm at in my game.
Well, every day is different, right?
Every moment can be different.
True.
You know, from one rack to the next, from one ball to the next. Emotionally, physically, that's not what it's supposed to be. But you know, the better you get, the less fluctuations you have, the more consistent your game gets, right?
Yes.
There are times when I shoot a ball and I'm pretty sure it looks like I have Tourette's, so, or I'm having a spasm. I know it, I can feel it, and I've had people comment on it, so whatever, it happens. Just do the best you can when you're at the table.
Yes. I heard that if you think about our pool playing, you know, in a span of time, it's the rule of thirds. A third of the time you're playing not good. A third of the time you're playing medium. And then a third of the time you're playing fantastic. So it helped me really adjust my perspective, because sometimes you're just having a bad day and it's just a bad day. So it just kind of keep going at it and it'll turn into a medium or a good day eventually.
Right. Don't give up on it.
That's right. Never give up.
And as always, you get out of it what you put into it. So you see the people that are at the top. They've obviously devoted all the time, the energy, mechanics, fundamentals, all of that. They've devoted the time to fix it, perfect it. Their equipment is great. Their mindset, physically, the ones that are doing better are healthier. They're eating better. They're in better shape, just like any sport. And so if you want something great out of it, you have to put the time, energy, and effort into it.
Exactly. That's definitely very true. You know, I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more preparation before tournaments, although I had a big challenge with this tournament. Had a work issue and caused me to miss my flight, and it started snowballing, so I don't know if necessarily I had the best preparation. I'm just really grateful to be in the commentary booth and chat with the ladies, get to know Susan here, and watch some great pool.
And right. Lonnie made another one. Yeah. It's 5-3 now. Lonnie Fox-Raymond. Yeah, Ada, it's really great to be in the booth and hang out and get to know people, right?
Yes.
And we have a fantastic group of ladies and support staff, and so it's fun. All of it is fun.
Plus, it's an excuse to go see cities and places that I probably wouldn't have normally gone to. I'm just like, okay, what's out here? You know, the thing to eat in Louisville is the Kentucky Hot Brown. It's a turkey sandwich with gravy on top.
Oh, I hadn't even heard of it. That's exciting.
And there's lots of bourbon around and breweries. So if you like craft beer, things like that.
Yeah, not much. I used to drink a little bit, but pretty much don't drink at all anymore.
Maybe there's a secret puzzle convention you don't know about, and it's here.
Right? That reminds me, when we were in New York for the RACS event, I was fortunate enough that my family was able to come with, so my daughter and husband. My daughter is playing some competitive chess, and there was actually my husband didn't come with, my daughter came with. And I was hoping to take her to a chess, did she get a legal break on that? The 7-ball is passed, so she did get a legal break.
Yeah.
She's been struggling to make a legal break and or make a ball. So this time she made a ball and she ended up with a legal break. So she still has her turn at the table. I missed the opportunity to get my daughter to a chess tournament there in New York when we were there. So my bad.
Well, the league director in my area, so I play Tuesday nights at Society Billiards in New York City. He's like a chess instructor.
Oops, we lost her. Lost our stream for a second here. Oh, there it is. We're just fixing things a little bit, making some technical adjustments. So Susan played a safe here, and it was effective. So Lonnie is having to go 2 rails to kick at this ball. Oh, there's Hayden right in front of us. You might be able to catch him he's walking by the stream just outside the arena. She missed that a little bit.
Now, I wonder, Susan has ball in hand, if she's going to set up for this 2-9 combination. I don't know. Or she's just going to run it out. I would run it out.
Or she might try to do a 3-foul, because can she get into the space to shoot the 2? I guess she can if she goes to the left side of the 2-ball here.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like a run out here, but I guess she's electing to try to 3-foul Lonnie.
No, she's going to go for, she is trying to play safe. She leaked out quite a bit. So, yeah.
That was like a half-hearted safe, I think.
Yeah, I don't think she gave it 110%, right?
Lonnie may be able to see an edge.
It's dangerous to see the edge on that right side, because if you skim it a little full, you're gonna scratch in the corner there.
She can also kick it too, kick save.
I don't think there's enough room to kick it, is there? Maybe I can't really tell. Oh, there's room to hit it. Wow.
And save her back.
Yeah.
So she's like, this safe is not good enough. I'm gonna do you one better.
Now what's Susan going to do? Susan's going to have to go to the top rail to kick at this, because there's no window there. I mean, she could go 2 rails on this.
Short rail
Yeah,
here?
she could go 2 rails here, or she could go to the top rail.
There's the aiming system she's using. So there's different kicking systems. I think I know personally 7 different kicking systems. So this is how you get to be able to kick lots of things. Oh, does it go in? Hit a rail, yes.
Hit a rail. She might have tied up that 5 ball though.
I think there's an opportunity to play safe if she doesn't get the right shape for it.
Oh, thanks for the overhead. That's great. No, it looks like the 5 might go. Can you tell, Ada?
I don't think the 5 goes.
Okay. Huh.
The
That's
7 is in front of it.
That's the one thing about being here in person that, you know, if I wanted to, I could jump up and go check this out.
I think Lonnie uses the shadows. Like, we have such great lighting in this particular live stream. She just kind of refers to the shadows of the balls.
Huh. To see if it goes?
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess when you're doing so many live streams, you have
she probably
different
knows.
techniques to be able to tell if it goes or not.
As opposed to jumping up and checking it out. Well, she has room to make the 2. And
I think she just has to accept. She might go like 2 rails around.
yeah, be on the top side of the 5 ball.
Yeah, and we'll see after this if it goes or not, or she's got to play safe. I'm thinking she's gonna play safe on the 5.
Oh. She might play safe here on this 3 ball.
She could.
Yeah. Let's see what she does. This is the fun part about pool, is like watching people decide, do I want to go for this ball? Am I going to play a 2-way?
I'm frequently surprised.
At what people choose to do?
Yes.
I think this 5 must go.
I don't think it goes. I think it's jail safe now. My favorite. Let's see.
She's checking it out now. Huh.
She's putting a follow in it. Maybe it does go.
She just, yeah, if she's putting follow top on it. She's just bumping into that 7. Oh, she doesn't like it.
She wanted it to go a little further.
Okay. Yeah, but she has a shot on the 6 ball. Sure.
Yeah,
It'd be ideal to be a little bit further. Even a couple of inches would be best. Because then you're not using the bridge, the awkward bridge. And
How do you feel about using the bridge?
I love using the bridge. I have an extension and I don't like using it. I love the fact that my husband made it, but I don't like putting it on. I feel like it's time consuming for me, and mentally I'm ready to move on to the next shot. I just want to grab the bridge and shoot the shot and move on.
But maybe getting the extension gives you a little bit more time to prepare and then be committed to your shot.
Sure.
You're like, for you, but not for me.
I like the idea of the extension, and I probably should just put it on my cue and play with it, and then it wouldn't bother me, you know, as far as taking time. But not that I always feel like I'm under the gun, but I don't.
Oh,
She
no.
undercut that. You know, probably because of her speed. She was trying to hold this cue ball a little bit. She undercuts it. I wonder if she used a little bit of inside too, which spins it out, right? It holds it up. It doesn't want to go in.
Do you often try to hold balls? I feel like in 9 ball, it's using on another rail is probably the easier way to get position, and you don't decelerate. You just stroke through and follow on your stuff.
Well, that was pretty.
I don't know. You can't tell from here in the live stream, but that was pretty hard hit. I can hear it reverberate through the booth.
Yeah, Susan, when she's on, she doesn't mind stroking the ball. She's probably not going to like this. Although there's nothing wrong with it. You know, you just need to hit it with some top or pace, whichever, and then come over to the right. Float over to the right. The tendency is to try to float it too far, but it looks like she got just right.
I think she has to use the bridge. Or do you think she's going to climb the table?
No, it's fine. She's right-handed, so I think she doesn't have to use anything.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but she looks... Did you say she looks like she's left eye dominant? Oh.
I honestly don't know if she's right or left eye dominant. So this is staying close. It's 5-4. So it still could be anyone's game. Granted, you know, when you're racing to 8, you want to kind of divide it in half. A lot of people say that that's the best way. I think Joey Ryan kind of preaches that, splitting a game or splitting a match kind of in half. If it's a race to 8, for example, in this case, splitting the match in half. So trying to win the first race to 4 and then trying to win the second race to 4.
I never heard of this.
Yeah.
So is this like a way to mentally prepare yourself?
I think so, yeah.
Oh. Instead of getting anxious that you're trying to close and trying to win?
Right.
Okay. That's very interesting. I need to look that up. That might be a mental trick I get to incorporate in my match preparation.
And if you win both races to 4, then
You're
you
good.
win. Yeah, you're good. You're golden. Oh, speaking of golden, ooh,
Oh.
look at that.
And the 9 ball does count on the break if it's in the top 4 pockets.
I like that, you know. I like them taking away the bottom 2 because there isn't a chance of anyone messing with the rack or a 9 ball just leaking out.
Well, we do have this interesting situation with the 3, 4, and 6. It's a little bit of a clumpy mess.
Right. It's a good opportunity for a safe, a lockdown safe. Sticking the cue ball right where the 3 ball is and sending the 3 ball elsewhere. Let's see what Lonnie decides to do. Oh, what did Carrie say? Carrie said, I like splitting the match in half with breaks because I have to pee all the time. That's a good point.
Well, yes, it's important to make sure you take care of your health and,
Right.
you know.
Manage your restroom breaks.
Yes. Now, safety time.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be a bank shot if she's feeling it.
Yeah, she can do the 2-way. What happens with the 2-way, it looks like she'd end up running into the 4 or 5, whatever that ball is to the left.
I think it's a pink 4.
So she can still play the 2-way. Huh. But she opted to just do the safe.
That was very good. I mean, if you can jump, I would just be like, this is a jump shot. But if Susan doesn't jump, then she's got to kick. Yeah, but there's an opportunity to kick it into the pocket. But then
Kick it into the pocket.
you have to worry about the position for the 4 because the 6 is in the way.
If you kick it in the pocket, or you can kick it and skim off this 9, and it goes up table, potentially into the pocket. What I like about shooting on the bottom side of this 3 ball is that your cue ball comes towards the 4 ball. See, that's the downfall. Oh, I think she has a shot. Shockingly.
Wow, that's incredible. She's hit that with really good pace too.
Right. So she kicks the 3 ball in, and here we are. She has an open shot on the 4 ball. And
you think she's going to go one rail or go around?
it looks like, what is she doing? At first I thought she was drawing, but it looks like she's using top. Ooh. So
she did not like this.
She kind of changed her mind after she got down. So originally when she got down, she was stroking low, like she was going to put draw on it. And then while down, she changed her mind and switched it to top. So I think she probably should have come up, made a definitive decision, and said, okay, this is what I'm doing, and got back down.
It's so important if you're not 100% committed to get back up and do your pre-shot routine again.
Right. I agree with that. I don't always live that, but I do agree with it.
Yeah, the top players, it's when you watch them, they do the same thing over and over. Whether it's an easy shot, medium shot, hard shot, it's the same pre-shot routine. Oh, wow.
She made such a nice cut on that ball. The speed was good, but there's a pocket over there, so she scratches, unfortunately. So now Susan has ball in hand, and let's see if she can do the 4-ball run out. I mean,
do you think she has sufficiently recovered from her
emotionally, if she's recovered? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, exactly, because it's tough. I feel like another aspect people don't realize is managing the roller coaster of emotions that happens when you're shooting. You're like, I made a mistake. It's like, how do you fade that? It's so important to just be like, I made a mistake and move on, instead of dwelling on it, then having this downward spiral of like doubt and hesitation.
And you have to have like some short-term memory issues. Okay, so she was, I think, trying to play this in the side pocket, but her baby stroke is not nearly non-existent most days.
Well, did you see she was trying to wave the ball on down?
So maybe she wasn't trying to play it in the side pocket. She really was trying to get down, and it didn't look like it was going to make it all the way down. Oh. She really talked herself out of that one, I think. She created a lot of negative energy by talking about her, speed on that shape for the 8-ball, and she didn't let it go. And
you think she was still dwelling on it?
That's my perception anyway. I don't know. I'm not in her head or anything like that.
Yeah.
But so Lonnie's back at the table, and if she makes this out, we're going to be at 6-4. And
keep rolling.
It was the right direction, just not enough speed.
I feel like those balls that are hanging in the pocket are deceptively difficult. You have to go over there and make up your mind as to, like, are you going to hit it at the center of the pocket, cheat the pocket left or right, what kind of English you want. I mean, I feel like Lonnie needed to go over there and really look at it.
Yeah. So I can't tell what she's decided to do here.
I think this is a bank shot.
Yeah, looks like she's banking. Oh, and she comes up short. It's kind of a two-way, and it's leaking out. Not quite enough to make it an easy shot, but certainly makeable. So let's see what Susan does here, and we might be at a tie ball game, folks. 5-5.
Susan's on the rail, and she's got to cut this in and worry about not scratching. So
yeah, I mean, the only way she could really scratch is she uses a bunch of right. I think if she just hits it with center, she's gonna,
just like that.
Yep, come straight down.
Well, she's not giving up.
Yep,
we have a tied game.
5-5, race to 3 now.
Oh, hello, Carly McGee. It is Kelly Fisher's super fan. Unfortunately, Kelly Fisher's not in this tournament.
No, is she in Hanoi, or what's going on where some of the players aren't here? Do we know?
I think there was a hay ball in Australia, so Kelly's been over on that side of the world, and it's a lot to go back and forth. I don't know how some of these ladies deal with the jet lag, sometimes you have to like consolidate the cost of your travel by sticking to a region.
Right, a region, an area of the world, not just of the country. So, do you know who else is at the Hayball event by chance?
April Larson.
Who's
not at this event. I mean, I think it just wrapped up. Like, it was there's slight overlap of the tournaments. But then there's Hanoi Open going on at the moment, and Reyes Cup happening soon. So much going on in pool. So, really appreciate all the fans that are supporting us by watching the live stream. And looks like the players are taking a break.
Okay, we're going to probably play you our sponsor page, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Looks like the players are about to come back to the tournament. Just wanted to thank all the sponsors for this event. It's poolshooters.com. We have Billiard Life, Napa, the North American Pool Shooters Association, Michelle Griffin, CueSpeed, and of course our host location, Railyard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. So I believe Lonnie is back, but we're waiting for Susan Mello to get back from her break so that we can continue this amazing match, 5-5. So let's take a look around the room. We have Tina Larson up 4-2 against Tanya Weiser. Close match here. Lisa Cassette 6-5 over Jessica Barnes. Renita Ritchie 6-4 over Debbie Tyker. And then we also have Crystal Deppelsmaker 6-1 over Tracy Cantrell. So still a lot of matches going on. We have next the 7 o'clock round, and then we have a 9 o'clock round Eastern Standard Time. And the next round is really going to be exciting. It's Allison Fisher versus Ashley Benoit. So stay tuned. Really exciting match. We'll have different commentators. So looking forward to seeing what's going on with that one. And then our final match at 9 p.m. is up in the air at the moment. I don't know what they have picked for the 9 o'clock, so it could be a surprise. So it looks like Susan's about to break here. Oh, still waiting for the ladies to come back.
Okay, welcome back. Susan just broke after the break.
You think this 2-ball goes in?
Yeah, for sure. It's risky because you're going to let the cue ball fly, right? But I think it goes in.
But that's kind of Susan's style, right?
Yeah.
To go flying at the balls, seeing what happens.
Super fun. I mean, she could bank it too. There's always the option of playing a safe, but Susan's typically more aggressive.
I would play it safe if it was me.
Yeah. But I think she can cut this in. Use some left on it to spin it around.
She might bank it.
Oh, she is banking safe. I'm so proud of her. Not her typical style. So, but that was a good, I mean, it's containing safe, right?
I think we need the overhead view here. Can't tell if she can kick it off the rail here.
I can't really tell.
She might have to go to, use
She
the
could
short
mass-
rail.
She could massé it. Oh, yeah. It looks like she's going to use the short rail, right?
Yeah, one rail kick.
Yeah. And does she get a rail?
I think she's going to pocket it.
Oh, she did.
Wow. Fast table.
I was not expecting it. That's cool. That was a really nice shot.
I think she's got to play simple, safe, kind of get it, bank the 3-ball softly so she could leave the cue ball behind the 8. Because I don't see her being able to, I mean, I could be wrong, like slice this in and then get shape for the 5.
Well, she had the same idea that you did, but I don't think she got there. I believe. Let's look.
My
at the
idea was
overhead.
the other way, not in that
Yeah.
way.
Oh, was it? I
Like to
thought
hit it more to the right.
when
and
you said it, that's what I pictured. What she just did. So.
maybe I said it incorrectly.
Oh no.
Did I get
don't-
dyslexic and
I don't know.
confuse my right and left?
I didn't hear that part. But now Susan has an open shot. Okay, good.
Yeah, Lonnie looked like she was not happy with that position.
No, she was trying to get further down with that cue ball. And she would have had her snookered.
Now I think she's got to be soft about this to set up for the 6 on the side.
But is it too soft? Because now she's on the wrong side of the 6 ball.
Maybe this is an opportunity for her if she likes to juice the ball to go around multiple rails
Sure.
with outside and kind of. But the thing is, you have to get around this 8, 9 and not run into any of those balls.
And that 8 ball is so big in this situation.
Or she could just hit it softly and then accept the.
She's winding
7.
up. I see her winding up in her shoulders. Yep.
Look at that. So she did what I said in the first place.
Yeah. She didn't even. She was pretty close to the 8, but.
So it was like a protractor. She measured it just right. I think for me, I would have just run into an 8 because I'm just having trouble with the speed, but I'm not at the table.
So Susan has a different kind of extension.
She's got a giant cue now.
does look like, it looks like an Earl Strickland cue, right?
Yeah. All she needs is to have the weights on her left arm and she'd be matching. Yes, people in the chat, we have celebrity Superman trick shots right in the screen in a red and blue top.
And he might be in the booth later on tonight, right? Is he scheduled to be in the booth later on with?
He was in the booth earlier today with
okay.
Lonnie.
Okay.
We're trying not to have booth fatigue. I think Lonnie commented way too much going on, and you know, kudos to her for being able to play after,
Right.
you know, dealing with live stream all day. Oh, and Susan takes the lead here.
Okay. Wow. First lead of the match, right?
Well, Lonnie had a lead before, and then she basically tied it up, and now has regained, or at least taken over.
Yeah, this is the first lead for Susan. Lonnie has been leading, or they've been tied all the other times.
So there's a question in the chat about what equipment Susan is playing with.
This Susan or Susan Mello?
Susan Mello.
Susan Mello is playing with a pea shower. And a lot of times she must use a pea shower break cue also. So she uses a pea shower playing cue and a pea shower break cue. She doesn't typically jump. I don't know if she has one in her bag. She doesn't have one listed. And
Well,
that's
it's very old school not to jump, right? To just kick.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Game number 12.
Lonnie has an opportunity to tie it up, 6-6. Let's see a break and run. I want to see that.
That would be awesome on this table to see a break and run. I'm sure that there have been some. Oh, cue ball got kicked away. She has a shot on the one. Did that 7 pass? So it is a legal break.
Yes, actually only like a piece of the ball just has to go past the kitchen, not the entire ball. So this actually counted.
The whole thing went past it.
Yes, overhead view to save the day for us to see whether it passed or not.
And if she just hits this with, she can just hit it with a little bit of top and go forward, and she'll have shape on that 2 ball.
Well, she's got this like 5 stuck on the rail there, so from 5 to the 7 is going to be, I think, the tricky shot.
Sometimes when these pockets are so tight with the slippery cloth and deep shelves, the tables almost play like a snooker table. Oh, I think she pulled it out.
I think the slide affected the English there and threw it off. But I don't think she left her with an easy shot here. This is a pretty steep cut. So not sure how Susan deals with steep cuts.
Susan may end up trying to play the same safe that Lonnie played earlier. This is just a little bit expanded view, right? Like she might bring this cue ball down behind the 2 ball. I'm curious. Let's see what happens. Same thing. She did the same thing that Lonnie did. She didn't put enough pace on it.
Well, I mean, if playing safety is not her strong suit, it makes sense that, you know, there's definitely a feel to being able to make effective saves. And also another thing about safeties is you can't be focusing on both balls, the object ball and the cue ball. You have to make a decision about, you know,
what's most important here.
Yes.
Where do I want this object ball, or where do I want this cue ball?
Yeah, you can't split your focus on safeties.
Oh.
That was really like a very choppy stroke there. I think maybe she was still thinking about how to get to this too. I don't know. She didn't look very like she hit it clean. I still think the problem is going to be this orange 5 ball that is stuck on the rail on the left side, and how to get that to the 7.
Well, I mean, however you hit it, I think that you're going to have a shot on the 7 because it's on the same side of the table. So if you pocket the 5.
Well, also now you have the 4 and the pink 4 and then the black 8 ball there in the mix. So might be also tricky to see how she gets from the 4 to 5 and not run into the 8.
The only thing I don't like about this is that she ended up on the rail, so.
But she is on the correct side of the ball to get to the 4.
Correct.
So what do you mean by correct side of the ball for the viewers that are watching?
Well, I think that you said correct side of the ball, but I just wanted her to have some space to work. Being on the rail, she just doesn't have enough space to easily go forward without potentially miscuing or easily drawing. She can't draw off that when she's right up on the rail, when the cue ball was right up on the rail.
Well, now she's got to use the bridge because she can't get over the 7 without running into it accidentally with her clothing or anything like that.
Or otherwise.
Here's this technique again with the shoulder. I've never seen this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I think she's got a roll there.
Yeah, she got a pretty fancy little roll there. You're right.
So our next match is at 7 p.m. So hopefully it'll be starting at 7 p.m. It really depends on what's going on with this match. We did have a few matches go over, and it, caused some delays. But it should be next match should be 7 p.m.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a dinner break that's built into the schedule. So there's the 4 o'clock round, which typically would go till 6. And then there's the dinner break built in. So then the next match on this would be at 7. Oh, she hit that so nice. Didn't go in. Left Susan a shot. It's very makeable.
It is, but how do you get to this 5, and what do you do?
I would hit it with a little bit of top right and come around that 9 ball. Hopefully not deal with this 8.
Watch out for this pocket.
So she ended up just about as good as you can get, and she's not straight in, so she just needs to focus on making the 5 ball, and the cue ball will automatically naturally come out off the rail, and so she'll, yeah.
She looked a little uncomfortable when she shot that.
Yeah, so now Lonnie has an opportunity to even up the score. And I think Lonnie will take her time. She usually does, I think.
Well, she's making sure that she does not go into the side pocket because it's very dark in there, as she says.
It's dangerous and dark.
It's dangerous and dark. Do not do it. So I think a small draw is it's tough to see if there's an angle that will go straight into the side pocket.
Let's look at the overhead view and see if we can
this
kind of get an idea.
I think if she does enough draw, she's going to avoid it.
I would just go forward with it. Really? I don't know. She did your shot. She did the draw. And that looks like it turned out just right.
Yes. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too soft.
It was just right.
Just right.
Let's go back to our center table view so we can see Superman.
He's watching avidly.
She's straight in, but that's okay. I mean, all she has to do is pocket this ball and hold it. I mean, just holding it would be fine. She doesn't have to go forward or draw it. So if she just pockets the ball, she'll have a shot on this 9. And we'll have a tie score.
Yeah, she stayed down and followed through. That's how you do it, folks.
All right, there it is, tie score. Now it's a race to 2. I wasn't expecting it to be this close. I kind of felt like one or the other was going to dominate a little bit, and they're just kind of going back and forth, and it almost feels like they're still filling each other out, right?
I think Susan Mello's nonchalantness in the beginning threw you off, and it was looking like Lonnie was dominating, but she says, no, I still got some fight in me. Yeah. Me and my fancy hat is just going to catch up and make it a battle.
Yeah, I never count Susan Mello out. I don't care what the score is. Like I said, I've known her for a long time, and I respect her game. It's different than certainly different than mine, but she has a lot to offer. She has a lot of knowledge, and
yeah, she does. Like some
fierce.
fancy 2-rail, 3-rail kicks. I'm like, I'm gonna be doing my homework. That's one of the best things is doing live stream and watching live stream is watching what these ladies do, and then I'm like, I don't have this in my repertoire. I need to master it. Because that's how you improve, is being able to work on the things that you don't are strong at or don't have in your game, so that, you know, if the situation comes about, you can utilize it.
Well, that tells me that you're a natural born student, you know, and that you're willing to learn from other people.
Or am I a natural born killer?
I'm hoping you're a natural born student.
Yeah, I'm not sociopathical enough.
Okay.
No, I'm a natural born student. I love learning. As you know, I love speaking different languages, and mostly it's because I want to eat the different food in different places. And if I go traveling and if I have to be eating bad tourist food because I don't speak the language, I'll be very upset. So Lonnie looks like she's taking to the air. Lonnie.
She is, right. And she drills it.
She does.
I don't know if she's going to get rewarded, though. She can see the 2-ball, but I don't know if she can. Let's go to the overhead view real quick. Can we?
I don't think she can see it to make it. I think it's just see it to play a safe, I think.
I agree.
There's a question in chat about who I'm sponsored by. Play Hoboken. So I'm the house pro in Hoboken, and I've been teaching a lot of students, beginners mostly, about form. So very important on form. Otherwise, you don't have consistent pool, and you're doing bad habits. And I also have a Jacoby custom cues as my cue. So I love it. It's very fancy. It's a double butterfly, and it's a big girl cue. If I'm going to play with the big girls, I need to have a big girl cue. Well, that was a really nice safety there by Lonnie.
Yeah. I think Susan can catch the side of it, and if she can't catch the side of it, she can masse it. And with that five ball being there, she hit it clean.
I wasn't sure by this 6 ball if she could get it by.
It doesn't look like. Does she have enough angle to get over to slide over for the 4? No, she didn't even try.
She was just
That's kind of a smart shot, right? You know, not trying to force the shot or create a better angle for the 4.
Especially with slidey cloth, just, you know, trust in your stroke, right? So I play with a jump break cue, a Jericho Stinger. It's a custom cue from a cue maker in Texas. I like the weight of it. I have also played with a Jacoby jump cue. Well, just tested it out in Vegas and was considering, like, should I have a separate jump cue? But then I'm, you know, traveling a lot and in New York City walking around a lot with equipment, so I don't want to have a bag full of too many things to weigh me down. So, but I do like a front heavy jump cue to give me that heft to get that ball over the other ball, the cue ball over the other ball. I think this is a runnable table. She's got to make sure she gets shape for this 5.
Yeah, I think that it looks like they're frozen, so it's hard not to get shape because the 5 ball really won't go anywhere typically. And so you just, as long as you come up off that rail, you should have a shot. And she can just go forward a little bit here, and she'll have shape on the 6. And if she doesn't go too far, she can shoot it basically from there, and it's natural shape to the 8. and they each lead to the next ball, which is great for her. You know that it kind of looks like she's going forward.
Yeah, I think she just hits the rail and comes out
Yeah.
a little bit. Keep it simple like that.
Which is okay. You know, what I like about that, it lets you let out your stroke. My only concern with that is if you're a little hesitant, or if you hit it too hard or too soft, you could end up in the wrong spot.
Or having to use the bridge since I'm short. She hit that really nice.
Right, good speed control. And she looks comfortable. I wouldn't say 100% comfortable, but I think she looks comfortable. She looks confident. So, and she's checking to see where she wants to land.
Well, she's got to make sure she hits this clean and not slide. So maybe punching it off the rail here is the way to go. Yep, just like that. Just punch it off the rail a little bit. So there's a question about the seating arrangements here. Well, this live stream arena has seating all around it. You're only seeing a fraction of the people that can be sitting around this live stream table. And then in the middle here, we have tables overlooking the first 4 tables. And then there's another table on the other side of the middle section that people can either stand around or sit. So it's
I will say for this arena table, the live stream table, it's a little tough to get to because spectators have to walk by 2 live tables to get to this live stream table. So you're kind of, not that you're interrupting, because they do have the are they called stations? The little like movie ropes, whatever they're called, stations. So anyway, you just have to walk through that little area, and you're kind of in the way of the other tables. So a lot of people aren't making the trek across the room because you're having to get in their way a little bit.
I did meet the general manager, and he asked me for feedback. So this might be a way of improving. Is like, how do we set up a live stream area that has as easily
accessible?
Yeah, like a good path that doesn't interrupt the tables, right?
Well, with the setup the way it is, I think they did as good of a job as they could have, honestly. Unless the arena, maybe if the arena were in the back of the room, that's the only other thing I could think of, and then continue to have these tables.
Oh, that's
just
an
on this
idea.
That's the only other thing I could think of. That way you're not walking by a live table. But other than that, I think they did a fabulous job trying to rope it off and segregate the live stream. It looks like they built this arena is what it looks like to me.
Yeah. So I was not here Wednesday, and I
Yeah.
don't know what the seating situation was. I got here Thursday morning, so Susan here would have to explain more if the seating has changed from Wednesday to today.
I arrived Wednesday, but I did not come to the pool room on Wednesday.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
mentally preparing to killing it, right? for your first match.
I went to the hotel and slept because I traveled all night.
So that was a really nice shot by Lonnie. I wasn't sure she could get that slice in on the 1 ball.
So I just found out that this arena was built for the Shane Federer match, and so now they're going to keep this permanently. And it's cool because it's like a pit table, you know, so if there weren't a tournament going on, you could have a lot of people, I would say at least 50 people around this pit table, and you could sell you know, the higher end tickets to be right on the rail for the railbirds, and then everyone could be stacked behind them. But it's a beautiful arena. You can see the TVs that are in the background there. There's like 5 TVs in the background there with the graphics playing with the Super Shot Billiards, the Railyard, Napa, CueSpeed, WPBA, the other sponsors, Diamond, Aramith, Simonis.
Big Family Custom Creations. That's
okay.
the WPBA apparel sponsor.
And then the ICA training, pool shooters. You know, those are rotating through there so that you can see the sponsors while the match is going.
That's super professional looking. Ooh, she got a little too much angle there. This is a really steep cut.
Yeah, so now it's 7-6. Lonnie Fox is up. She's on the hill.
So the chat people are reinforcing that they're called stanchions.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, for helping. Yes, Carly, it was unfortunate that I had to forfeit my first match. Sometimes life gets in the way, and you're just got to make the best of it. So,
you know, she's protected with this steep cut because the 8-ball is across the table on that side pocket, so she's not at risk of scratching. Oh,
but
I'm
on a new table, though, I don't like the steep cut on the rail like that. I'd rather just play a safe.
Right. Okay, this is might be her last opportunity at the table. Let's see if she takes advantage of it.
Well, then we'll have a hill match.
Hill
thriller.
Our favorite.
That was a fancy position.
Yeah, with a bunch of inside.
More homework for me to do.
So this is a little bit tricky. I mean, honestly,
punch it off the rail, a little bottom right.
Could, or
bottom left, I mean.
She could just stop it. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Well, she got a lucky roll there, right? Where she bumps into the 9 and leaves it on that bottom short rail.
I think she was a little quick on the stroke there.
Yeah, she doesn't have that back pause that a lot of the other players have. She has more of a quick, almost a Julie Kelly type stroke, where Julie Kelly used to almost not have a backstroke at all. She would go forward. And on the rail, she was like deadly because she didn't have a backstroke. So shooting off the rail, she could make anything.
Wow. I don't know. I really spent a lot of time working on trying to have a pause in my backswing, especially, Mika Immonen, who I'm friends with in New York City. He was like, do me a favor and fix this. If world champion tells you something, you got to listen. So it took a while. I mean, my game kind of fell apart last year while I worked on it. It took like 6 to 8 months for me to get used to the pausing, having that, slow pull back and follow through. So, but it's so important because that's how you're able to address the ball crisply and with good acceleration. Wow, that was like a very unexpected stroke there. It was like a Hail Mary almost. Do you think that was like frustration?
Her stroke naturally kind of looks like that. That's to me, that's kind of how she shoots. It does look like she is frustrated and has given up to some degree, but her natural stroke does kind of look like that.
Well, Lonnie's got to combo this and think about how to get the position for the 6.
As long as the 6 doesn't go up table, let's see what she does here. Oh boy, she might end up right in between them.
Oh, stuck.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know what she's gonna do here. She might be able to. Let's look at the top view. She might be able to skim it on the left side and maybe get underneath that 9.
I would try to do that. Yeah.
The only downfall is that's gonna push the 6 right by the side pocket, and if she doesn't get stuck right behind that 9 ball, it leaves an open shot. So she might be better off skimming the right side or the underbelly of the 6 ball and pushing the cue ball over to the right short rail. It leaves an open shot, but at least it leaves distance. So I don't know what she's going to do here. She's kind of in a pickle. She's not kind of in a pickle. She's in a pickle.
She's in a pickle.
She's in a pickle. So it looks like she's trying to get under this 9, and
Well, she left it long distance and on the rail.
she got it to the rail. It almost looked like she hit it so soft that it wasn't going to get to the rail, but she got to that bottom rail, and she's practically right on top of it. So
this is a tester for Susan.
this is a tester. She needs to take a moment, and she likes to strike the ball with pace. So I anticipate that's what she'll do here.
Oh.
And she just is not hitting clean. She's not hitting the ball clean.
That was very difficult. She's under pressure. Lonnie's on the hill right now. She's got to make sure she hits this straight.
Yeah.
And it looked like there was a little bit of unintentional
Body movement.
Body movement, yes.
Yeah.
It's body English.
She was dancing.
A little bit. Yeah, you need to keep still, and it's just your arm doing the motion. Having a good freeze and pause with your body is really effective.
I expect Lonnie to get out here. She's well, it doesn't feel like we're gonna have a hill thriller. Oh boy. Oh yeah, maybe we will.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think Lonnie's gonna end this. She's gonna say
no. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a hill thriller.
Right.
I think Lonnie's gonna sink this ball.
yes.
If I said something backwards, sorry. I just didn't expect her, honestly, to go forward. I thought she would just kind of hold it. Okay, so that's it.
Congratulations.
Lonnie wins 8-6. So that knocks Mello out. This is a B-side match. So she had lost earlier in the tournament to Carolyn Kapow. I think on a hill tournament, hill match, right?
Yeah.
So she was on the backside. So now Susan is out of the tournament, unfortunately, and Lonnie moves forward. And we'll see you again later. Thanks, guys. And we're going to play our sponsor list for you. Have a good night.
Good night.